Hi, my name is Sydney Lewis and welcome to my channel, and today I'm asking, why the fuck did they make a How to Train Your Dragon live action remake? Why? Who asked? Who asked for that? So, I it's on some streaming platform, I think it's on Max now, and I was going on there to watch, or no, it was like Peacock. It was either Peacock or Max. And I was going on there with my parents to watch something, and I guess either my parents or my brother had watched like half of it, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot. I forgot that they made that. Guys, who asked? Who? It was not me. I love the original How to Train Your Dragon. It is so good. Even the sequels aren't that bad. The third one's like whatever, but like the second one's still pretty good, and like the first one is good too, and like obviously the first one's good. It's like iconic. But who the fuck asked? Like I'm sitting there and I'm like, I forgot because no one asked for it. It's the same thing with like the Disney live action remakes. Who asked? Who the fuck asked? Come up with something original. But my biggest gripe with it is that the reason why I feel like everyone I've talked to that loves that movie, which I love it, like I think it's great. It's just like I'm not like hyper fixated on or anything, but I know people that are, and the reason they love it so much is because of like the animation style and the music and like the fact that it is animated. And like yeah, the story and the characters, but mostly because like it's such a beautiful animated story. And we don't have a lot of really good original animated stories lately. Um which is unfortunate because animation is like a beautiful style of creation and beautiful style of storytelling. But like no one wanted this in a live action remake. Like no one wanted this. No one. I can't name a single soul. And I think it's like an issue lately. So like not only I obviously that's like the main topic. That's the exigence, the kairos for this video is of that because like it looks like Dookie. That's so mean, but it's true. It looks like shit because no one fucking asked for it. It literally looks like shit. It looks like Dookie dog water hootenanny. Like it does not look good because that's not why I liked the original. Like the whole reason that Toothless is so cute is because he's like an animated cat. Like he's so cute and I love it. And then like the story just is so good and like you ruined it. You destroyed like a beautiful classic. So that is sort of my gripe. I haven't watched it. Boy, I wonder if it's good. But just even like seeing it and knowing that it exists, like no one asked. No one. I can't name a soul. But that also ties into a lot of like the Disney remakes. Like you can make something original. Guys, it happens. It does happen. It's a real thing. You can create something out of nothing. Wow. Obviously in the physics sense you can't. But like you know what I mean? Like you can create a story, create lovable characters. I know 13-year-olds on the internet are doing it better than any of like than all of these fucking corporations. Like if a 13-year-old can create an original story, baby, I think you can too. I think you can too. And the original movie I saw recently that was so fucking good was Sinners. Which obviously is very different from like a live action remake of a Disney movie, but like is an original movie and is so good. Totally go fucking see it. I can't make a long enough video on it. Otherwise I would. I could probably have my friend come fucking make a whole video on it 'cause she loves it. But like it was so good and it was original and it was beautiful and it was well made, a beautiful soundtrack, wonderful all-star fucking cast. Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, like chef's kiss. Like that it's possible. I just don't like no one is asking for this. It'd be one thing if like the people were like writing up whatever what do they call it, you sign it. Like if they're writing those up and we're like, we want this so bad, like give it to us, give it to us, give it to us. Like no one's doing that. No one. Literally no one. Literally no one. Like it sucks. It's just shitty. Even the Lilo and Stitch remake, I've heard god awful things about it. I read like the plot online because like Tumblr or something because I refuse. I can't go see that. It looks awful. And like they fucked up the whole story. Like they ruined the story and like if you're gonna make a live action, at least stick to the story people like. Don't just start making shit up. Um, that was like disappointing. Obviously, the Snow White remake was disappointing. Um, and like all the other ones, like no one asked for it. I didn't ask for it. I want new stories. I want original stories. And it's the same thing with like the unbelievable amount of fucking sequels. Oh my god, stop. 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 No one wants this. No one wants this. I can't name anyone who wants this. I can't. I really can't. The biggest, like, I feel like the most notable series I think that does the sequels like that is Jurassic Park, which kind of sucks because the first two movies are based off of the books before Michael Crichton died. I like both of those movies. Third one's like mid, but then they just like went fucking crazy with it. They just started making shit up. I remember I was on a bus trip to Chicago and I watched all the Jurassic Park movies. So I watched the first three and I was like, oh, that was pretty enjoyable. And then I couldn't find any of the Jurassic World movies except for the last one, Dominion, on streaming. And oh my god, I couldn't sit through it. I just couldn't. I could not sit through that. I was literally like hitting the 10-second button over. I was like, I can't. Like, there were scenes, I was like, I, I cannot look. I cannot look. I can look. Like, this is awful. Which is crazy because if you wanted to make a really good story within the Jurassic Park universe, you totally could. Because the first three movies alone gave so much lore to the audience that, like, you could totally build on that shit. Hell, I would take a fucking prequel at this point. Stop giving me sequels. Give me a fucking prequel about characters that I've heard little about. They made up this whole crazy ass plot about, like, the daughter being like a clone. I want to know about her mom. Like, make a prequel about like her mother. Like, about all the research that went into it. Or maybe I'm just a fucking nerd, but like, you know what I mean? So like, I just don't know who's asking for this. I feel like corporate America has such a fucked up idea about what the people want. Cause it's not even like they're like digging off of like nostalgia. There's nothing nostalgic about this. It's just bad. Like even the How to Train Your Dragon, like what's nostalgic about it was it being like an animated film from like the early like 2010s. That was what was good. It was good. It was great. It was an original story, or I think it was based off a kid's book, but still like it wasn't mostly. I mean, a lot of movies are based off of books, which I think is fine, but a lot of people just don't know it. How to Train Your Dragon, I think, was a kid's book first. But even then, like, it was still really good and made people really like the series, and, you fucked it up? How do you do that to, like, a beloved series? And it's the same thing with, like, the Disney movies, right? Like, these are classics. People love these movies when they came out because they watched them when they were kids, especially, like, the older generations. Like, they watched these movies when they came out. Like, The Little Mermaid, like, my mom probably saw in fucking theaters. But it's like, why are we making a remake of it? And it's not even. I think these movies are bad, not even because of the actors or the actresses they're choosing. In productions like these, never go. Don't attack the actors or actresses. They're doing a job. That's literally what they're paid to do. Like Rachel Zegler, and I forget what her name was, but she did The Little Mermaid, and then the girl that played Lilo in Lilo and Stitch. Don't come for them. First of all, I love Rachel Zegler. I think she's great. Just as an actress. Maybe not as much as a person, but like as an actress, I think she's great. All of these people are great. I don't understand why we're like don't attack the actors and actresses. Attack the corporations that are making these movies. Clearly they don't know what the audience wants. Obviously they fucking don't. Like, it's not that hard to be original. It's really not. I know there is some 15-year-old like Therian kid in some creative writing class in their high school right now that's just cooking up original story. And yet we're making all these remakes. For what? Y'all really can't do anything original. It just makes me so mad because there is so much beautiful, wonderful talent in the world, and it gets pushed aside because the only thing that these corporations want to make is remakes and sequels. Stop remaking movies that are old. I like that they're old. If I see another coming close, if I see another remake of a classic movie from like the 70s, 80s, or 90s, I'm gonna kill someone. Like even like the Freaky Friday sequel. Who asked? I went to go see Sinners for like a third time the other day, and I saw that poster. I was like, who the fuck is watching that? Who? Not me. I'm not going to go see that. Like, the reason these movies are nostalgic is because they are like. First of all, the reason movies are good is because like, you know, like they're a little goofy, silly. Maybe the writing's kind of shitty, but like, you know, it's goofy and funny. And then also like it comes out when you're a kid and you watch that movie or you watch it with your friends and you think it's the shit, and then you look back on it and you're like, oh, that was bad. Like that's why those movies are beloved. They don't want to remake. I want to watch the original. I want to be like, damn, that was bad. Like they're making a Harry Potter sequel, which there's a whole skew of things going on in the Harry Potter J.K. Rowling universe. But like, I love those movies. They might not be perfect. They're definitely not perfect. But like, you know, when I watch those movies, like, they're old. They're from like the 90s. They have that like, I don't want to say vintage, but like, you know, the little like, it's just different. And then it's like so like the actors and the actresses, and it's like a comfort movie almost. Like I love watching those movies in like December or November when it's like kind of cold out and it's getting chilly out, and then you watch the movies and it's like comforting, and then it's like those are the kind of movies I'm talking about that don't need to get remade. And like Mean Girls is a classic movie. Like, you can't remake that. Dude, the Mean Girls remake was so fucking bad. Like, genuinely, I'm a theater kid. I loved musical theater, but they like, you can't like dumb down musical theater for the masses. Either they like it, wicked, or they don't. You can't make the people like it. You just can't. There are some really good theater to movie adaptations. Like, Steven Spielberg's West Side Story was really good. So, like, people do like these movies when they're done fucking right. Like, Steven Spielberg's West Side Story was really good because, yeah, it just was. Like, I don't know, like, it was good. Like, the writing was, I mean, you know, it's basically the same script. West Side Story has been around for many years. But, like, it wasn't bad. The cinematography was beautiful. The acting, the singing, it was all great. I mean, it wasn't that popular just because it's musical theater, but, like, still, it wasn't bad. There's a way to do it. And it was not that. Like, Mean Girls was just, like, disgraceful. Because that original movie is so funny. It's just so fucking, like, stupid. In, like, the most loving way, it's stupid. Like, there's these basic-ass white girls that run this school, and they're rich out of their minds, and, like, all the drama. Like, it's so funny. It's, like, stupidly funny, and that's why it's so good. You can't remake that. Like, you just can't. Like, that's just not how that works. So, yeah, how the fuck did I start this conversation? How to Train Your Dragon. Bad. No one needed it. No one needed the live action remake. The reason I think it was so beloved is because it was animated. And that goes for every single live action remake people are doing nowadays. It's just not good. I don't know anyone who's asking for those. Like, legit, I know a lot of people that are into movies, into Disney, etc., and none of them are like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Even, like, with casting women of color as the Disney princesses, like, you can't make an original story about a person of color? That's terrifying! That is, like, a mortifying thought. You can't make one original story? And the thing is they did! They did Soul. They did Encanto. Like, there's gotta be other ones. There's other movies by Disney that are, like, were maybe not, like, super successful, but were successful. And Encanto was crazy that have a cast of people of color, of women of color. You can do it. Like, I know you can. It's in there. It's up in here. I know you can. Stop making remakes. Make original stories about people of color. And not only that, but stop making fucking sequels to everything. I don't need Jurassic Park 32nd, with fucking Peepaw Alan Grant, and this Kane walking through Montana. Like, I don't. the 26th island that they've fucking discovered with new dinosaurs, but this time we brought them with people, or some freaky ass, I think the only series I think that does have good sequels is probably actually the Alien series. The third one isn't good, but the first and second Alien movies are really good. And then they just came out with Alien Romulus, which was so good. Oh my freak, that movie was good. That was a good sequel. That was really good. The more lore, it's similar story but different. I loved it. And then now I think they're coming out with a TV show in the Alien universe that also looks really good. So there are good sequels to be made, and there are original ways of telling a similar story, but guys, I can't do it. If I see a remake for The Sandlot, or what's that called? A League of Their Own, or what is another classic 90s 80s movie? You know what I'm talking about? Any of those movies that are classic. Steel Magnolias. If I see a Steel Magnolias remake in 2025, I'm killing myself. These are all such beloved pieces of work, of pieces of media. Stop remaking them. Stop making live action versions of them. Stop making sequels of things. I'm gonna. After this Jurassic Park movie releases, if a year or two from now they make a fucking another one, I'm gonna commit suicide. I can't do another one. I also love Jurassic Park. Hold on, I should clarify. I love that series. That original movies might be one of my favorite movies of all time. Stop making them! I will watch the classics. I will watch them over and over again. I don't need another one, especially because they're all awful. They're all bad. They're all bad. And that includes all of your fucking Disney live action remakes. They're all bad. I have not seen a single, this movie was a beautiful retelling of a classic story. You want to retell a story? Do you know how many times Romeo and Juliet has been redone? West Side Story is a Romeo and Juliet remake, technically. And it has a huge, beautiful spin on it that makes it a different story and makes it enjoyable to the audience. Retell Snow White through a different lens, in a different era, in a different whatever. Make it different. If you're gonna retell a story like that, retell it in a way that's good. All these stories come from Grimm's, the Grimm brothers. Maybe retell it in a darker way, the way it was originally told. Make it unique. These are stories that have been told again and again, but you can do them differently even. Which, maybe don't. Maybe don't. Never mind. Maybe don't do that. But you know what I mean? It just really breaks my heart to see the lack of creativity in the world right now. The only people that are really eating it up right now are Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, and Chappell Roan. They're eating. They're creating. They're making beautiful works of art. And in the movies, even in the movies themselves, I'm getting nothing. I really am. Which is sad, because there is so much beauty and creativity that can come out of film, and including TV and stage production. There's so much beauty that can come out of that. I'm not getting anything. There are not many new movies that I've really liked. The only two that I can think of that are new that I saw in theaters, or that I can vividly remember seeing in the theaters that I thought was so fucking good, are three movies. West Side Story, that came out in 2021. Priscilla, which I think came out in 2023. Yeah, 2023. And then Sinners, which came out this year. Those are three movies I actually really liked in theaters. West Side Story is technically a remake, but they haven't remade it since the 80s, I think. I think West Side Story is a remake, but they did it really well, and it was really beautifully well done. So you can make a remake that is good, but you know what I mean. Priscilla was an original movie based off of Priscilla Presley's memoir that was made by Sofia Coppola. So good. Original movie. Beautiful soundtrack. Amazing. Beautiful visuals. And then Sinners, which is completely original, not based off of anything, not a remake, nothing. And that movie was fucking fantastic. So it can happen. New movies. Name a fucking Wes Anderson movie. Those are all fucking original. What am I talking about? Wes Anderson makes original movies, and they are so fucking good. Like, all his movies are original and they're good. It is possible. Use your brain cells, please. I love film and movies and TV, and I make videos about it. Please save me. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you. Have a good one.